So greetings and welcome to opening day archery season in the Ocala National Forest. My name is Peter Updike and this is the Wild Treasures of an Outdoorsman YouTube channel. I want to welcome you. I'm hunting in the pipeline unit. I know that sun is not helping me much. I'll stand up here and get turned around. Anyway, I wanted to show you my setup. I want to tell you what happened to me on the way in here this morning. I tried to take the shortcut. Sometimes shortcuts turn out to be the long cut. And that's exactly what happened to me this morning. I had not been in here since this time last year. I hunted this last year. I'm on the other side of the area that's called grassy prairie. Now this would not be considered scrub. These are all longleaf pines and flatwoods with the prairie on the other side of it. So this is a little different habitat than what some might be expecting in the Ocala National Forest. We got a lot of scrub in the Ocala National Forest, but I don't consider this scrub. I consider this to be flatwoods. Right down there is a trail I used to get in here, and I used the power line to access it. Now, you're not allowed to drive on the power line, but I used my deer buggy, and I got my tree stand, my deer buggy, and my backpack. I parked there on the side of the road, and off I went down to the power line that leads to this trail. But on the power line last year, if I remember correctly, it was all mowed down, or at least maybe it had recently been mowed, 6 months earlier, mowed down, and there was a space that you could walk on the edge because the road or the trail that was there, it resembles a road, but you're not supposed to drive on it. It's real sandy. It's hard to get through pulling the deer buggy. So the shortcut is to hug the tree line, get along the edge, and then, yeah. So that's what I attempted to do this morning, but again, it had been a year since I'd been here, and I started walking down that thing, and the whole time I could see my destination. It wasn't that far away, and I was in the trail that I was walking through was getting narrower. It's the same trail I walked last year, but it kept getting narrower and narrower and narrower, it's kind of like a semi-truck going through. Me pulling my buggy and my backpack and all, it's like a semi-truck going through a tunnel, right? You can't turn around. You have to turn around and push your way out. But I got to a spot where the ground just gave way beneath me. I knew it was getting wet, but I had no idea. Again, I could see my destination, and the ground just started to bubble up and boil. All the air started coming up through. It was saturated, is what I'm getting at. It was a section there that was just wet, and I couldn't see it, and I didn't know. And man, I started to sink in that stuff pretty fast, and I thought, holy smokes, I got to do something here. And the gulp area in front of me, I could still see the trail, but the gulp area in front of me was getting thicker and thicker and thicker. Long story short, I averted tragedy, but getting through it took about 30 minutes once I realized that I was in trouble. There was no turning around. You know, I had to push through. Yeah. I quit deer hunting about a half a dozen times in that 30-minute time space. So, moral of the story, yeah, sometimes the shortcut isn't a shortcut at all, man. When I finally got through, and I got through that thing, and I got to where I needed to be, I was just about whooped. But I only lost about 25 or 30 minutes. I looked at my watch, and it was 25 minutes after 7. And I just thought to myself, you know what? My buck is going to come by at 10 o'clock. I got plenty of time. And yeah, I kind of talk to myself that way sometimes to encourage myself, because man, I was all sweating. My clothes were soaked to the bone with sweat, and yeah, I was tuckered out because I had to pull that deer buggy through all that cover because there was no turn. I guess you kind of had to be there. But that's what kind of morning I had. I hunted Lake George on Thursday. Lake George, for some reason, always opens up a week before it opens here. And I did not see a deer on that hunt. I didn't see any sign. Yeah, I'll go back and try again, but it'll be next year. I did not get a quota permit. I haven't applied for that area in a long time. So, yeah, I'll archery hunt it, gladly archery hunt it. And I'll expand my search when I return. There's got to be, yeah, that area that I'm hunting, there's got to be a big buck in there somewhere. So, yeah, I keep trying because that's the way I'm wired. I don't take no for an answer. I sat 4 hours at Lake George, and it rained on me a couple of times. Very, very pleasant rain. No thunder and lightning, no wind, just a nice, relaxing shower. And man, it's wet in there right now, man. Whoo, is it wet? But here's another pan. Now, again, this is the Flatwoods of the Ocala National Forest. All longleaf pine, gallberry. There's so much food in here. I don't know. I don't know why I don't see any deer. Have not seen a deer this morning. But I'm going to pan the area again. You're behind me. I just love this place. And of course, when regular gun season comes, they're going to run hounds in here. And I think that kind of conditions the deer over years and years and years to hold up deep in some of this cover and be nocturnal. But who knows? I don't know. Somebody somewhere is going to kill a good buck today. And it just doesn't look like it's going to be me. I got 20 more minutes before my 4 hours is up. And then I'm going to walk down this trail. I'm going to scout further down, just do a little look around and see. The truck is, the power line is back that way. So I'm going to hunt the scrub. Remember when I did the scouting trip for the prairie is just over there. This is that hunt. And yeah, I'm going to go to the scrub and see what develops there. I know there's a lot of tracks there, a lot of deer in there. But this is the weekend, and that portion of the forest gets a lot of activity. You know, people on motorcycles and all that sort of thing. I have developed a system which allows me to avoid people at all costs, and I would encourage you to develop that same system. I have not seen it. I did go and attempt to hunt the prairie itself, to go in at the, there's another vehicle parked there. So that was like 2 minutes after breaking daylight. And I saw there's another guy there. So I don't know how long he'd been there. I just turned around and came here. This was one of my options. So yeah, you got to have a number of options when hunting an area that gets multi-use. And I've heard the motorcycles up on the road and people joyriding and whatnot. There's a horse trail back over here, although I didn't see any horse trailers at the landing there, but that doesn't mean they're not there now. So the horse trail goes up through here and around the prairie and over and crosses the road. So you want to stay off the horse trails. You want to stay off of the Florida trail. You don't want to be hunting where you're going to run into people. You got to invest yourself and find these spots. Like I said, I found this spot, and I wouldn't mind telling you where it is, but I probably won't. I've given you enough information already. Maybe you can find it. There's another trail on the other side that goes into deep cover. But you can't drive back here. It's a long walk. If you get caught driving, I heard it's a $500 fine for driving on roads that aren't numbered, that aren't designated driving roads. There's hundreds of them out here. Hundreds of roads, that is, that aren't designated roads. And people driving on them. I don't want to get a fine. I want to be the guy that's doing it right. All right, so we're going to get down. I'm going to walk out this trail. I'm going to look for sign. I've not seen any meaningful sign in the form of rubs, scrapes. Seen a few tracks. Saw a running track up there. I don't know what that's about. But here's the trail here that I come in on. It goes straight back that way and all the way back there. See, all the way back there. So yeah, this is a great spot. If I don't see anything here, I won't hunt it again. I got a buddy, I used to ask him, I said, did you see anything? He used to say, I ain't seen no deer, I ain't seen no bears, and I ain't seen no turkeys. It's a sad state of affairs. That's the way it is opening day in the Ocala National Forest. Sometimes. Okay, love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. I hope you're getting out there and doing a little bow hunting. Get outside, get some fresh air, take some pictures. It's a beautiful day. It's nice and breezy. Yeah, I'm dreading a long walk in the sun to the truck, but it's well worth it. I won't be taking the shortcut going back. All right, love you guys. Talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.